What's up, everybody? It's saying I'm live right now. Can everybody see me all right? Hear me all right? So good to see all of your beautiful, shining faces this evening. Today, as you guys may be able to see, I've got these 4 big old Priority Mail flat rate boxes sitting right here behind me, waiting to be opened up. These are all a purchase that I made recently via mail, obviously from a viewer that I'm going to be unpacking for you guys. Spent almost just shy of $4,000, about $1,000 per box actually, on what is back here. So I'm excited to unpack it with you all. Definitely going to be focusing for the first part of this video on the actual unboxing and talking about exactly, what it is that I bought. If I can remember what I paid for stuff, I'll try to let you guys know. And also try to recall as best I can what stuff is going for. A lot of 3DS stuff in here. I can't remember exactly what everything is, but we're going to get into it as soon as we can. Did want to say before I get started that there is another video coming out on my channel in not too long, maybe like a couple weeks or so, that is opening up like $3,600 worth of like another viewer mail deal. Just wanted to let you guys know ahead of time that this is not that deal. So I don't want anybody thinking I'm trying to double dip here with the content. I bring you guys nothing but premium content here at Phoenix Resale. So this stuff completely independent of that. Definitely don't skip over that video when it does come out. Any other housekeeping? Oh yeah, I do want to get to some question and answer at the end of this video if we do end up having time. So if you guys do have questions, I probably won't be hopping into the chat a ton in the beginning, but hold on to those until the end. I'll do my best as I'm going along to maybe answer a question or two if there's a lull, but I will try to get to some at the end. And definitely if anyone's leaving super chats, that's never an obligation, never an expectation. But just know if you do, I definitely will make a point of getting to that because I don't want to leave anyone hanging. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this first box. I hope everybody is having a lovely evening. I personally just today got back from a fantastic trip with my wife and the in-laws to Disney World. We were celebrating Erica's graduation from law school. So definitely a big moment, really happy for her. I'll tell her after this that you guys all said congratulations. We just had a great time, so I'm feeling pretty good. Looking a little bit, what do you guys think? Do I look a little more tan than usual? But enough about me. Let's get into the content of this box here. Ooh, okay. Okie dokie. So here's a little glimpse at what I am seeing right here. Go ahead and get into this. First off, we've got some loose special edition Wii remote controllers. We've got a Luigi here, another Luigi, a Peach, and then this is this one's actually not Wii Motion Plus. I may have to ask about this. I do remember the deal, the offer that I made on these. It was $20 for every special edition Wii remote that's, Luigi, Bowser, Peach, whatever that's loose. And then for any Wii Motion Plus remote, I gave $13. I can make maybe like 8 or 10 a piece on those, so nothing huge. The general theme that you guys will find with this deal is that when I'm making purchases of multiple thousands of dollars on inventory that I know will sell really quickly, and especially if it's higher dollar, this is something some of you who are always watching the channel are probably sick of hearing me say this. But I am much more willing to pay up and not need to double my money if the inventory is high dollar and it sells fast, because that saves me a lot of work. So I would guess as a whole on this deal, I'll probably make in the neighborhood of a 70% return on investment. So somebody can calculate, that would be what, $2,000, almost $3,000 on a $4,000 deal. Just sort of as a rough estimation for all of this stuff. So this kind of fits into that category. I think I can make, 30, probably net 35 or so on a lot of these special edition Wii remotes. And like I said, in the like 20 to like 23 range on just the regular Wii Motion Plus ones. But enough about these old Wii remotes. You guys don't care about those. Maybe you do. I don't know. Here we go. We've got, I think these are called Electric Blue 2DSs, regular 2DSs. And I don't know how many of these systems have the chargers with them. But that's one thing you guys probably also know if you're familiar with the channel, that I do always try to buy in bulk. So they end up costing me maybe like a couple bucks a piece for chargers, for 3DS chargers, when I buy them from AliExpress, and they ship from overseas. Now these have to take a look at, because the way that they were packed, you can see they're kind of smushed up together. That's not something that I like to see with consoles. But let's see if it ended up affecting them at all. I like that everything in here is individually bubble wrapped. I don't like this kind of a thing. So on this one, I think, so it's clear that it wasn't cleaned ahead of time. Definitely some schmutz there you guys can see on that screen. But that's, not a huge deal. Working, tested, formatted. We've got a little sticker on the back here. So I will also, before submitting payment, have to go through all of these and test them, make sure that there, are not any glaring issues or anything like that. This one immediately isn't powering on. I'll have to get that on a charger, etc. That's just something that you have to do. Honestly, I like selling handhelds much more than regular consoles, because it's just easier to test them. So when I'm buying a big lot like this, it's good that it's handhelds rather than, Wii's, for example. Those have the most components that you need to plug up. Hop into the chat here a little bit here. Luigi one looks awesome. Yeah, I think so too. Ugh. Is Erica okay with Rick and I's bromance? She doesn't know. Shh, don't tell her. She doesn't watch the channel. Just kidding. I think she watches sometimes. If I was her, I probably wouldn't watch, because if you're not like into resale or video games, I feel like it would just all be very like samey. We've got, okay, so it looks like in this one, we've got an aqua blue that is not new, but it is in the original box. It appears. It's so funny how much bigger these boxes are than like the new 2DS, or sorry, new 3DS XLs. I just think that's funny, because these do come with chargers. What is that? I'm a little bit intrigued here. Charging cradle. Did they originally come with charging cradles? I don't think I ever bought one of these new. That's kind of interesting. Then we have this right here, the actual system. It says works, tested, formatted. Let's see if this turns on. Okay, we do have a red light on here. That's a good sign. We do have a stylus as well with this one, and the charger, so that's good to see as well. There we go. Battery is running low, but looks pretty good. Yep. I'll give that a little wiping, and that'll be good to go. Power that off real quick. I'm not going to test most of them in front of you guys. I just kind of wanted to give a little example of that. It's also a good sign that it's saying most of these have been formatted as well, because that'll mean that they don't have parental control locks, which can be a little bit of a pain to reset. It is possible to reset even if you don't have the email or code. You just have to go on to Nintendo.com. They have a little process for it. It costs 50 cents. Don't really know why. I guess to give people a little bit of skin in the game. But yeah, it's not a difficult process. It just takes a little bit of time. So I'm going to put this one off to the side here. Walmart selling 3DS games for 3 cents in my area. Cool. Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of success at Walmart recently. Anime fan, thank you for the kind words. 3DS Cradle was something you could order direct from Nintendo. Okay, that's interesting. Thank you for that input, Ben. And then this one, I don't know if I've ever had this in the box before. This is kind of interesting. This is a DSi XL. And yeah, I don't know. I can't remember even selling this color loose before. This is a somewhat uncommon color variant. I know that they also have like crimson in this size. They have like bronze, I believe. I don't know. Maybe I have sold this in it. I just don't recognize the packaging. Let's get a look at the actual system for this one. Yeah, see, this one needs some cleaning too. Oh, that's interesting. I think I have actually sold one of these. So that's what that looks like. Again, we got some schmutz there. Don't like to see that. Oh, that's weird. So I was going to say, oh, the stylus is incorrect because it was just loose in the box here. But look at that. We've got the proper stylus in there with it as well. Got the charger. No like major scratching on the screen or anything. So that's all good to go. Like to see it. Put that all back in there. Don't want to be losing anything as I'm distracted trying to read the chat here. Are the Wii motes going on eBay? They're not, unfortunately. They'll be going into Amazon. I'll try to let you guys know if there's stuff in here that is going on eBay. Most of it I always like to send into Amazon because it's just much less work for me. But the like highly collectible stuff I will sometimes send in. Or sorry, throw on eBay, as I did with a few of the items in the other unboxing video, excuse me. So this, again, we've got a couple of 3DS XL systems bundled together here. Loving the Pokemon hat, CJ said. Yeah, this is definitely a recent little pride and joy of mine. I don't think I've actually I've shot a couple videos in it, but I don't think one will come out for like at least another few weeks. I have them scheduled out pretty far in advance, but yeah, this is actually made of a sheet set that I had as a kid in the 90s. That an Instagram account called Hypedelic made like 4 of them, and I just snatched one, especially because it's got the big old Poliwhirl on the side. Okay, here. Yeah, this looks really clean. That's definitely what I like to see. This is the NES version. 3DS regular XL. Got the highlight red colors stylus. A little bit of wear you can see on the triggers back here, probably just from, I don't know, being set down on stuff. But the screen looks really nice. Buttons are snappy. This is a good looking system overall, folks. That's what you like to see. No charger though. That's a bit unfortunate. Can't tell. Yeah, this does look original to me. So that's good. And then we also have the pink DS XL. A little bit of wear on the corner there. Inside is looking good. A color that you don't run across a ton, honestly. This does look more like a replacement stylus, but I mean, it looks close enough. I would still sell this in very good condition on Amazon. Still would. So yeah, folks, that's the first box. Off to a pretty strong start, I would say. Got some 2DSs, some 3DS XLs. And I'm second guessing a little bit on this one, whether I'd sell it in very good condition. It's just, you can see a little bit, if I can get the camera to focus here. You can see a little bit, yeah, there we go, of wear right on the corner there. Some whiting on the corner. Those are just some things that I look at. I try to be fairly picky about the items that I do list in very good condition. As a general principle, you guys know I always try to under-promise and over-deliver rather than the other way around. That's just good old business 101. All right, everything is back in this box. Time to move on to the second one. Okay. Has anybody ever had like a bad box cutter accident? I had one once. It wasn't all that bad, but I sliced through my jeans with one. Gave myself a slight cut on the leg. I always try to be a little bit more careful with them since then. Oof. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. I don't know about that. So this one I'm hoping was not mentioned and billed as like new out of the box. If it was, I think I might have to take off a little bit for it, because this is the box. Not really what you want to see in terms of condition, to say the least. I'm going to get a little bit more light this way. I think that would look kind of nice. Does that make any difference at all? That's a little bit nicer. Up next, I don't know. Oh, I probably should get these out. Just gonna rip it. Alrighty, here we go. We've got a couple of in-box Nintendo DS Lites. I found, unfortunately, on these, the box doesn't add a ton of value. They're just not all that collectible. But box is in pretty nice shape. These are the kind of things that I'll probably just sell in very good condition on Amazon. I'll note that it does have the box, but like, this doesn't add enough value to merit me putting this on eBay. Although, as I'm looking at this is a bit of a reason for concern here. I'll have to put this to the side. There's a chip here on this corner of the DS. Definitely not. Yeah, and there's just kind of some crud all around it that's making it. You can see it really clear right there. That's going to detract the value. I'll probably have to sell this in acceptable condition rather than very good, even though it's got all the stuff with it. It's not great condition. And I'm not going to tell a customer that it is. So I'm going to put this one to the side as, a question to raise about this lot. Then here, we've got a really nice condition box, coral pink DS Lite here. 272 people watching. I think that may be a personal record. Thank you guys so much for stopping by, for liking the video, showing support. That just means a lot. Oh my gosh, there's more paperwork in this than my mortgage. Here we go. So we've got, again, a little bit of yellowing on this system. I'm not sure how clearly that's going to come across on the camera. And also some more of that like orange crud. Yeah, look at that. Even on the inside, like it's sticky. Just not like right here. We've got just kind of a stickiness there. This is probably good condition rather than very good. It'd be really nice to see these at least got a cleaning before sending them this way. I think that's kind of, common courtesy, but oh well, we'll put that one over here as well. And then we've got some more Wii remotes with Wii Motion Plus. Jack Green, thanks so much for the super chat. I really appreciate that. Why are a lot of games that are sold on Amazon cost way higher than they're actually worth? So first of all, I would say I'd get a little bit nitpicky with the word worth, because an item is worth something. An item is worth what someone is willing to pay. So I would contend that if an item sells for a certain price on Amazon, it is worth that, at least in that time and in that context. Might be worth something else to someone else at a flea market, might be worth something else at Walmart originally, might be worth something else on eBay, et cetera, et cetera. But the reason that items sell so much higher on Amazon is, well, it's multiple reasons. One is brand loyalty. People oftentimes just do almost all of their online shopping on Amazon. Hassle-free returns also is a big plus that causes people to pay a premium for a product on Amazon. 2-day shipping is another big one that causes people to pay more on Amazon. And sometimes I think people often just assume that Amazon has the lowest prices when in reality, oftentimes they don't. Amazon's just a powerhouse and people like dealing with them and people are willing to pay more to do it. Sort of the best answer I can give on that. A teal blue Wii Motion Plus remote. I think that's all the Wii remotes in this box. Here we've got a Nintendo DSi Black. Take a quick look at the condition of this guy. Good question, though. Jack, appreciate that. Hope that answer was helpful for you. So we got the operations manual. I'll give you guys a little glimpse of what I'm seeing here. Wow, that's a thick manual. Can you believe that? I mean, I guess it's in multiple languages, but still. Quick start guide. Maybe it's somewhere else in here. I don't know. I'm going to have to put that in my check on that pile. There's that. Alrighty. Got a couple more regular 3DSs here, original 3DSs. And they're massive boxes for some reason. Still scratching my head about that. All right, so this one does have both the system and the charge dock and the charger in there. Let's take a look at it just for kicks. I do love seeing it wrapped up like this. Oh yeah, this one, really nice physical condition. Love to see that. Just clean, crisp, seems adult owned or maybe just, not really used. Got the stylus in there. Can't complain at all about that one. Not a single flaw. Duarte says, love the videos, love the adrenaline hunt for good deals and crazy video games. Mortal Kombat 2 for Master System is valuable? Question mark? I don't know. I don't know prices on almost any Master System games because I never find them. But if anyone has some to sell, hit me up. Also, if anyone has anything to sell, if you are watching this video and thinking, Caleb pays decent prices for video game lots, I've got some sitting around. Definitely hit me up on Instagram or email. Both of those are linked in my description. Up next is this nice little red guy here. Ooh, we're closing in on 300. Somebody let me know when we hit 300 people watching. That'll be a personal milestone. Okay, yep, everything is in here. Got red, flame red 3DS specifically. Ooh, yeah, that's in nice, crispy condition. Love to see it. Oh, okay. So Jamie or Jaime, not sure if you ever told me exactly how to pronounce that, aka AWOL. That's why I never need to know. Longtime viewer, longtime Discord member, asked, where is this lot from? A lot of people are asking. I did mention that at the beginning of the video, but only like 40 people were watching then. This lot is from a viewer, and I also did mention it not too long ago. Purchased it for $4,000, or just shy of $4,000, like 39 and some change. And yeah, send it through the mail, and it got here today. So here I am, opening it up for you guys' viewing pleasure. Ooh, speaking of viewing pleasure, here are a couple of inserts that came with that might be a little bit, well, not nostalgic because it just came out, but interesting for you guys. Also got a little great offer Nintendo Power insert there. Kind of cool. So thank you for that notification, AWOL. Then we've got another super chat from Martin R. Have nothing to say, just wanted to support the channel. Love the content. Your videos are amazing. Man, thank you so much, Martin. I can't tell you how much I appreciate that. I really do strive to make videos that are both, really my biggest success metrics are my videos entertaining and do they bring genuine value to people? And sometimes, like in some videos, most of that value will just be entertainment. Like I just shot one last week. The title was thrifting right next to Disney World, where I was just going to the closest thrift stores to Disney World to see if they have disproportionately more Disney items. People aren't going to get a ton of like informational value out of that. But I thought it was really entertaining. And then there are other videos that I think are heavier on the information side. Those are really my two success metrics for videos on this channel, and whether they're, making people laugh, making people smile, and also helping them, potentially build a business if that's what you're into. So appreciate those kind words for sure. Really nice condition on this 2DS XL. One of the colors of this, I'm struggling to remember which one, of the 2DS XLs always had Mario Kart 7 pre-downloaded. This is a little tip for you guys who are watching. If you buy this out in the wild at a pawn shop, etc., always check, first of all, go onto the home screen, see if Mario Kart 7 is pre-downloaded on there. If so, you can probably sell it for a little bit more no matter what platform you're on. If it's not, it may have just been factory reset, and you can go to the Nintendo store, look up Mario Kart 7, and you may be able to re-download it for free, but it won't actually say when you go to that icon, it won't say immediately, free re-download. You have to click download, and then it'll just not prompt you for payment, and you can just download it automatically. Hey, 308 people concurrently watching. Thank you guys so much for new personal best. That's really exciting. I think the last time was like 250 or something like that. So that's really cool that many people are interested in this channel. But anyway, definitely check for whether or not Mario Kart 7 is pre-downloaded on the system when you buy 2DS XLs. Also have this purple, a somewhat more uncommon color for the regular 3DS. Everything looks nice on there. Good. These ones tend to go for a little bit more for me than the other colors in general. I think on those I was paying maybe like $75 or so for the regular 3DSs. Okay. Another pretty nice condition. Regular 3DS. Pretty sweet. And then another 2DS XL. And it's really nice that all of these also have the styluses with them. Won't have to deplete my stock of those, even though I have, a decent number. And speaking of channel milestones, there's everything else. Guess it all got put up there. Speaking of channel milestones, today I just hit 55,000 subscribers. So thank you guys all for doing that. I mean, obviously, you guys are the reason that happened. And if anyone's not subscribed yet, definitely do that. Gotta have the shameless plug in there. I'm gonna put this over here. So cool how close we are to 1 million subscribers already. Can't even believe it. Probably will happen in the next couple weeks or so. These I'm going to put up here so that we can have access to the next box. Also, you guys already know, still been playing more than my fair share of Pokemon Radical Red. That's my new favorite Pokemon ROM hack. Already beat it once, and I'm going through it a second time. Oh my gosh, it's so fun. I can't even believe it. Hey, Martin R. again. I'll be looking to support by joining the Discord. Didn't know there was one. Don't recall you mentioning it on the videos. Let the people know. Thank you very much, Martin. That's just really generous. Yeah, there's Discord specifically designed for video game resellers that also is linked in the description if you're interested. It's a monthly service that I provide where I post leads for all the games that I'm buying and selling, whether it's retail or online or even stuff that I'm finding often at pawn shops and stuff like that. Just to kind of let people know what trends are, what to look out for, what they can go out and make money on their own. So if that's something you're interested in, you can definitely check that out. So here we have, oh, interesting, 3 2DS systems that do still have their original box. This says, oh, interesting, includes Yoshi's New Island full game download. Kind of cool. These at one point were all sold as is for $55. Not really sure what to think of that. Of course, I'm going to go through and test them all again. But they are, well, oh, okay. Well, I'm going back and forth. So is this how these were originally sealed? I'm just wondering because like you've got the normal like pull tab to open it up here, but then there's this plastic sticker over here, which seems to match the seal over here. Not really sure about that one. I don't know. I'm going to have to open them all up. I wish I didn't because, it's cool having stuff that hasn't been opened. But, for example, on this one, like neither end is actually sealed. Here we have 2 more Wii Motion Plus remotes, another one. And then, ooh. Oh, hold on. We got another super chat before it disappears. Bill Tyrell, congrats on all your success, sir. It is much deserved. Love the channel a lot. Keep being awesome. Thank you so much for that encouragement, man. That really, that makes me feel good inside. I really do appreciate that. Okay. Oh, yeah, this is kind of a cool one. So this is another DSi XL, but it's a special edition. One that I don't come across all that often, and it looks like this one's in really nice, really nice shape. Ooh, that's nice shape. This is the Mario edition, or if is it more specific? Okay, yeah. Super Mario Bros. 25th Anniversary Edition DSi XL. Very nice. And look at that. I mean, that's just crispy. Woo! Love it. Got the stylus in there and everything. Although, okay, nope, I take that back. We don't. We've got a stylus that is actually not supposed to be for this system. I think it's supposed to be for maybe like a 2DS, a regular 2DS. Just poking its little head up. That's how you can tell. It comes up a little bit higher than the actual surface of the side there. Not a huge deal. I'm going to look in my stock and see if I have something that I can replace it with, though. Put that guy over here. And then this was actually what caught my eye initially. We've got a nice stack of inbox red. Are they all red? I think a couple of them, I think some of them are gray. new 3DS XLs, because these bad boys, and let's just get a little size comparison here. This is why I was laughing earlier. We've got here the original 3DS, and here the new 3DS XL. This is like, what, 5 generations or something between these? And look at that box size, like not even close. I don't know why I think that's so funny. Well, this one also, it didn't include a charger. So it's basically like, and they slimmed down the paperwork a ton. And also it didn't include that the base or whatever is in here. This is definitely an unnecessarily large box. And this is like a super small, like semi-minimalistic one almost. But the boxes, I won't open up all of these because it'll be kind of samey. But boxes look pretty nice on these, I'm going to say. First impressions. 2 of those and 2 of these. I definitely paid up for these because they're doing really well on the market right now. I'll just go ahead and say that. But you guys already knew that if you've been watching the videos. I'm looking out for those all over the place. A lot of video game stores are underpricing those suckers, especially relative to Amazon, which is just stupid money right now. Stupid money. The number of those that I've sold at like over $350 is crazy. Couple regular, I say regular, but it's new 2DS XLs that are not the Mario Kart versions. That's what those look like. Let's open up one of them. Just see. This one feels a little bit looser. Let's open this one up. See what it's looking like. Justin Godsey says, "Bear down, DS Mafia." Thanks so much for the super chat, man. I really appreciate that. You guys are being really just showing a lot of love today. That makes me feel very special. Okay. This is looking pretty nice, I'd say. Yeah, we've got the stylus. This is what the top looks like. Not a ton of scratching or wear or anything. Boom. That's what you want to see. Let's try to turn this one on, see what happens. We got the blue light. The thing that I don't really understand about DS systems is like how long they take to turn on. Beauty. Love to see it. Because the DS Lite was like so much quicker. And don't even get me started on Game Boy. Of course, I mean, I know it's technology advancing, whatever. Takes more time. Kind of like how, what was it? Like Pokemon Gen 4 or 5, it just took like forever to save, like twice as long as other generations. I remember like saving for the first time and just being like, did my game just freeze? Good times. Good times in Caleb's childhood. Pack all these guys back up and get to our third and final box, and then I'll do a bit of Q&A before I have to head out of here for the night. I'm running out of room. Let's just put this right here, and we'll slap the other guy on top of it. If you're just joining, this was a large purchase that I made from a viewer for about $4,000, and it's been a lot of fun to open with everyone. And I am desperately there. It is. Safety first with sharp objects, folks. Always keep your eyes on them. Caleb, have you invested in AMC stock? Okay, I did promise that I would read all of the super chats, so thank you, Bazzy, for the super chat. I am not in any ways a financial advisor. I do not pretend to know about financial stuff. I will give very generic financial advice. In general, if that's like, I haven't even heard about AMC. But if that's like the new GameStonk, I'm not gonna touch it. That's all I can say. Ooh, that's nice. I think you guys are gonna like this one. I'm glad we saved this for last. Yeah, this is gonna be a good box. I'm trying to open all these, of course, without damaging anything. This one's definitely gonna be the most important to not damage. You guys will soon see why. Matthew asks, are you excited for the Gen 4 remake? I am very excited for the idea of a Gen 4 remake. I will say that the combination of the previews, which I know were in no way complete, and also my experience with Pokemon Sword and Shield make me a bit jaded about what we're actually going to see with the Gen 4 remakes. I thought that the previews just visually looked terrible. I'm really hoping that those were just initial incomplete renderings, whatever. I want them to be really good. I don't really trust Pokemon anymore after Sword and Shield. I thought that game was just baby mode easy. It dragged on and on. I had to force myself to get through the story. And didn't look all that good. I mean, at first when I played Pokemon, it was one of the first Switch games I played. I was like, okay, this is pretty good. This is definitely better than other Pokemon games I played. And then I played Breath of the Wild, and I realized, oh, this is what Switch games can look like. Sword and Shield is trash. It's terrible. So anyway, I'm a little bit jaded, but I hope that it's really good because I do like that generation. Take a breath. Fire Emblem Fates Special Edition 3DS. The box definitely has a bit of wear on here, a little bit of crushing, unfortunately. But it's nice that the front is just in really nice shape, really nice to display. This would be something that I would be tempted to keep if I was a Fire Emblem guy. I'm just not. It looks like it has probably just been opened and I'm losing my words today. Not resealed, but the sticker was put back on it. I'm going to have to open it up at some point, so it may as well be now. So let's go ahead and do that. And see what this looks like on the inside, if it really does look new. Because it definitely, the box does not no longer look new. Look at this corner. Yeah, now you can kind of see it. Just definitely some wear there. Looks pretty nice on this side. Huh. I see. I totally thought, oh, wow. Oh, that's cool. Look at that. I totally thought that this was an actual 3DS. But no, it's just a book and that. This is indeed sealed. So that's what that is. Cool box, though. Martin. Oh, hey, Retro Rick's here. Do you think going to retail stores, buying games, and then reselling them for your own personal game is wrong? Oh, Rick. You're so silly. Martin R., most expensive game in your personal collection? Probably... Well, in terms of a game, it would probably be... Well, no, actually, I was going to say Heart Gold or Soul Silver Complete because I have a couple of those that are just in really nice condition. Maybe $450 or so is the value on those, maybe $400. But in reality, I just sent one in to get graded that I believe will stay with me in my personal collection. And that is a sealed Super Smash Bros. Melee Black Label, which I paid an ungodly amount for and I'm hoping will be worth an even ungodlier amount once it's graded. But we'll have to see about that. I'm trying to remember what I actually paid on that. I'm curious now. I hope I didn't overpay because I thought that it was an actual system. The way that I actually do that when I'm making my estimates is I just look at sold comps. So I don't think I would have overpaid by much, if any. So here we have a couple of brand new special edition Wii U Motion Plus remotes, Toad and Yoshi. These will also be going on Amazon. They sell really well there. Great to see him in new condition. Then here we've got a couple of well, one Bakugan case, a couple of soft cases for, ooh, that looks nice. This nice little cobalt metallic blue DSi. I sort of oohed there because I'm not used to seeing this color. Is this uncommon? Somebody let me know in the comments. Slip that right in there. Then in this other just generic DSi soft case, we've got a nice little pink DSi. Not with the right stylus. You can tell that's the wrong generation because, again, you can see it sticks right out from the edge there. Not bad condition overall, though. Looks like somebody forgot to clean the screen before they put a screen protector on. You can see there's some pretty big old bubbles in there. This keeps catching the reflection of the computer screen. Not bad condition on that, though. These definitely, I'm realizing as I'm going through the sheer number of these that it will be quite a lot of testing. We've got another brand new Toad Wii U remote. Does indeed look new. A little bit crushed. And then finally, well, not finally, but finally for the Wii remotes, as I try to get these out in a way that is as civilized as possible. We have a couple of Bowser brand new Wii remotes. These ones, I think, are some of the ones that hold the best value. Yeah, these are nice and sealed too, although the tops definitely experienced some bending in the journey. Was happy to see those on the list, though. Ooh. This is the last stack here, folks. Here's a little sneak preview for you of brand new in box. 3DSs, or not. I don't know if these are actually brand new. They may be open box, but CIB for all of you collectors. For you plebs out there who may not know what that is, that means complete in box. Ooh, this box has like almost an interesting texture to it. So, nice little pink 3DS XL there. I'll open this up later because we've done a lot of that already. We've got, ooh, this looks pretty nice. This might be the kind of thing I might throw on eBay just because it does have the original box, might be a little bit more collectible. Mario and Luigi Dream Team Special Edition 3DS XL. We've got the Mario 3D Land box variant of the 3DS XL again. I wouldn't actually call this a special edition personally by my own standards, but nice that it came with an extra game. And finally, we've got the 3DS XL Mario Kart 7 box variant again. And folks, that will do it for today's $4,000 unboxing. I'm going to hop into the chat right now and see if I can find some questions from people to answer before I bid you all adieu for the night. Mr. Rightway says now is the time to get Wii U before it goes crazy. Yeah, Wii U's already started to go a little bit crazy. If you're collector, I would probably say the same. If you guys have questions, again, type them with like a couple question marks before and after, so it's easier for me to identify in the chat as they're coming up. When are you going to break out the dinosaur costume again? JS Slush asks. In reality, probably maybe never. Reason being, that video bombed. I could have sworn that it would do really well. It just didn't. People didn't. It actually wasn't that people didn't like it, because I got more comments on, like, my comment ratio and like ratio on that video was sky high, but it didn't get the views. I don't know. Don't know why. So unfortunately, probably not anytime soon. Caleb, will you have a booth at Siege? I will be at Siege. I will not have a booth. I enjoyed selling somewhat at the last at Game Jam South, which, by the way, video is coming on that in maybe a couple weeks or so. So yes, I will be at Siege. I will not have a booth because that form of selling doesn't really make sense for me with my business model, but I will be doing hopefully a good amount of buying. So if you are in the South Carolina area, feel free to hit me up if you have like a large collection to sell or something like that, and I would be open to it potentially. Are your walls chalkboard paint? Plus, how cool is your hat? My hat is very cool. Thank you for noticing. I love talking about it. And no, my walls are not chalkboard paint. Do you think it's a good idea to sell Wii U games right now? I sell pretty much everything right now. I don't do a ton of speculating except on, a few Pokemon DS games, which I just decided to try to learn the market, which maybe I picked the wrong time to try to learn that. I'm not really sure. But yeah, I'm sitting on a decent number of Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moons. Although now they're being sold for like $10 at most Walmarts. So that I did not pick the right point to get into the market for those. All that to say, I rarely sit on stuff in anticipation of the market going up. I pretty much just sell now for whatever I can get, take that money and reinvest it. Did you buy the new Atari? No, I didn't know there was one. What is the right price to sell a Wii? I tried selling one today at a retro store, but they wanted $30. It had everything also. That's honestly not the worst price. If a retro store is offering you that, they'll probably sell it for about $60. I would try maybe Facebook Marketplace. If it has like a few games, you could maybe get like $50. That's assuming you don't sell on Amazon, because Amazon is the best place to sell that. But you have to jump through more hoops. And if you're only selling, a few items a month, it's not really worth it. Let's go back down to the bottom here. What's your favorite Nintendo series? Pokemon. Although, gosh, I love Breath of the Wild. I haven't played any other Zelda game. Should I? Will Breath of the Wild have ruined it for me? I don't know. I have 3 complete copies of Resident Evil Gardens. What is Resident Evil Gardens? I don't know if I've ever sold that. Should I sell now or wait? I would sell now just because that's what I do. Favorite console? The Switch, then the Game Boy Advance SP. I have... Oh, sorry, I read that one already. Best place to find old video games. Craziest find on the hunt. Best place to find old video games? Personal connections. It's kind of like, that's probably an answer you won't hear a ton, but in reality, it's true. Like, just letting as many people as you can know that you're into retro games. Sorry, I'm trying to fix my light here. What in the world? Here we go. Get a little bit more light on myself. Letting as many people as possible know that you're into retro. Okay, a little bit too much light there. Will definitely yield some solid results, and you'll have access to games that other people won't, right? If you're just buying from old Uncle Frank and not from like a yard sale, not from a video game store, etc., other people aren't going to have access to that inventory or that, collection item, whatever. Ricardo says, I have a few things for sale, like 2DS, Xbox 360, and Wii. Was there a part 2 to that question? If you're asking if I'd like to buy, then you can always shoot me a message on Instagram, although I don't buy consoles nearly as much as I buy games and handhelds, at least in terms of shipping deals. I have Akila's Trip on the Vita and almost all the Neptunia games as well. Nice. Do you know how many people you helped make it through this impossible year? I know you made me not quit my job, no joke. I'm a little bit confused by the question marks, but if it really isn't a joke, then thank you so much. I really appreciate that. And also, I know you're a pretty consistent viewer and commenter, Lee Artley. So thank you. I appreciate those kind words, and I do hope that my videos are, generally helpful and entertaining to folks. So appreciate that. What Nintendo consoles are selling for a lot right now? 3DSs, any kinds of 3DSs, 2DS XLs, even regular 2DSs. But consoles in general are just like, prices are good right now. It's a good time to sell. How do I get approved to sell games on Amazon when they say I need a wholesale dealer with an invoice? Well, Trey Price, I have great news for you. I actually have an entire video dedicated to that because it's probably the single most common question that I get from viewers. So you can find that under my resale guides playlist. It's fairly old at this point, but all the information is still relevant. What is some low-hanging fruit in other categories I should watch for at yard sales? Great question. A niche that I really like is shoes, because you can learn like just some solid, like high dollar brands, like a few that I'll give you right now. Hoka's. Everyone always talks about Hoka's. Ridiculously valuable, ridiculously comfortable shoes. I mean, look at this right here. Boom. Hoka Bondi's right there. So look for Hoka's. Look for they're like CrossFit brands, like sometimes Reebok CrossFit shoes or like No Bull can do really well. Everything from Merrell's, Dansko's, Asics, like all kinds of stuff. Jordan's, obviously. That's a really good niche that you can look for. Anything vintage in like Pokemon cards, not anything vintage, but like vintage hollows or shadowless, or just if it looks like it's 15 or more years old, it is oftentimes worth picking up, though I still would maybe check comps if you're not sure. What else? Golf clubs. I'll oftentimes I won't necessarily always pick them up, but like drivers and putters and chippers, wedges are the clubs that I look for most often. Iron sets do really well. So those are something that you don't necessarily always want to pick up, but if they look somewhat recent, it's usually worth looking up if you find them while you're out. That's an item that I find very commonly. Other question, do you buy unopened Pokemon cards? Yes, I do. I have a relationship with a wholesale distributor that I've been pre-ordering sets from. I'm not sitting on very many right now at the moment. Would you be able to post more vids about the reselling side? I like the hunting, and I'm learning to sell online and have been enjoying those. That's a great question, because first of all, I think you'd really enjoy my resale guides playlist. That's where I post all of my like most informative content. But the hard truth is, anytime I post a video like that, it just does really poorly. And again, I said before, it's not all about the views and the performance, but one of my biggest goals this year is to grow the channel and to bring new viewers. So it is hard because those more informative videos also take the most time and effort to, write out a somewhat coherent script and convey information that not very many people actually are really going to use or enjoy. So I will be infrequently posting those kinds of videos, but sourcing videos it's a way to provide people genuine value for their resale businesses, but also in a format that is more entertaining for both resellers and also a broader audience. So I hope that was somewhat helpful. And that's also part of the reason that I do these lives is that I want to give people space who do have some of those more specifically resale related questions to be able to get those questions answered. And I know that I haven't done lives as frequently as I'd really like to, but I'm doing my best. I basically, at this point, I'm kind of, at least in my mind, I'm kind of working like 2 jobs. One of them is just reselling. And then the other one, which is basically 2 part-time jobs, is YouTube and trying to manage the Discord. So I take my role in the Discord very seriously since people are paying for it on a monthly basis. I want to just provide a lot of value there if I can. So I'm always trying to keep my eye on deals and stuff for that. And then obviously on the YouTube side, getting out, 2 to sometimes 3 videos a week just takes a lot of time. So I guess all that to say, if I'm not on lives as much as I'd really like to be, that's the reason. I'm kind of just in a busy season right now. I'm really trying to set myself up, set my family up, to be in a position where, like, once Erica and I, God willing, start having kids down the road, I would love to not have to work as much because I just busted my chops, busted my butt during this season of, just being childless. And, both Erica and I, Erica's maybe the hardest worker I've ever met. She just, when she has a task in front of her, she goes to town. She'll put in, 14-hour days. You should have seen her during finals week. So we're both just kind of in go mode right now, and really have a goal of eventually getting to a point of more financial stability where, we've got income coming in from, these multiple sources. And, maybe in a season like that, I'd be able to do a little bit more on the, live side. Who knows? Maybe I'll do less because I'll be playing with my kids. Commonwealth Pickers in the house. Great to see you, Kevin. Really love your videos. Shed's looking awesome, by the way. What is the best limited edition Nintendo Switch I should look for to buy? The best one that you're likely to find is probably the Pikachu or Eevee edition. I say likely to find. They're not like everywhere, and especially not underpriced often. Smash Bros as well. Those are probably the biggest ones on the Diablo 3. Those are the biggest like non-Japan exclusive ones that I would keep an eye out for. Maybe like, I don't know, OfferUp, Facebook Marketplace, friends and family, who knows. If you had kids, would you protect them from ever playing Wario World and scarring them for life? I never played Wario World. Is it that bad? I think I've seen you comment about that before. I kind of want to play it at this point just to see if it's bad or not. I have found new Nintendo 2DS XL sealed for around $200. Do you think it's worth it? When you say new, is that like brand new? Honestly, either way, I don't know if I would pay $200. I wouldn't pay $200 for it. If it was brand new, I'd want to be at like the $150 mark. Who would you rather have your back in a fight, Retro Rick, Chase, or Pooh? I'd want to have Pooh because he would probably be crawling into the nearest cave to get away. since he is obviously a pacifist, and I would just follow him and have a little smack roll of honey rather than getting my face kicked in. Martin R. again. What started your buying/selling journey? Thanks for all the support today, man. I really appreciate that. What started it was getting fired from my job twice, the same job, working with my friends, being in kind of a point of financial desperation, that wasn't what started it. I started part-time just because I was looking for a side hustle, but started full-time because of that. So started with $500 in my bank account from birthday and Christmas money because I don't really spend much, and built it up from there. And now I'm buying $4,000 deals. And, I don't know. I'm just really proud of that. So thanks for giving me a chance to toot my own horn again. Do you ever find PS Vita stuff like games, accessories, and systems? Yeah, I do. Not like as often as, Wii, but just in a video like a week ago, I found a few decent Vita games to flip. I am old and still amazed with all this game stuff. I don't think that's a question, but never too late to learn. It's fun too. You got to be careful with that. Might not want to start playing if you've got other obligations. Prism says open more. I have no more to open. It's all done. It's all gone. I'm sorry. I'm doing Q&A right now, but you can go back in the video and see everything. This video will be posted for all to see a little bit later. We're coming up on the over 1 hour mark. I've got to cut it off after 2 more questions, folks. Steve asks, how did you get fired twice? I've actually got a video that I posted, over a year ago. Or no, was it over a year ago? Maybe it was just last September. That was, no, it wasn't last September. Anyway, I have a video somewhere, if you go fairly far back on my channel, that is like the story of Phoenix Resale, that I unpack all of that. Caleb, when can we expect your Pokemon find video? If you mean what I think you mean, let's just say you won't have to wait long. Meaning 2 days. I think I have high hopes for that video. I really hope it performs pretty well. My last 2 have underperformed what I had hoped, but I hope that one does well. Any NIS America Special Edition games? I don't know what that is. I've been scoring at GameStops with Lego Dimensions for the PS4 and Skylanders. Yeah, those are titles that you're definitely likely to find underpriced there. Looking for one good last question. Caleb, do you think you'll make money on this Nintendo deal? Yeah, I said earlier, I expect to make probably around 70%. So probably like $2,500 to $3,000 in that neighborhood. There were only a couple things that I'll really have to ask the seller about that weren't as expected. How much exclusive consoles do you have? Last question of the night. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I have around 12, which some of those I'm hoping to sell in the relatively near future. One of them I can't really decide is this new 2DS XL that is new in like a really nice crispy box. I can get more for this now than it has been worth in the past. It's just such nice condition and it's kind of cool. I don't know what I'll do. Folks, thanks so much for stopping in tonight for this little impromptu live situation here. If you've got stuff to sell, hit me up, email, Instagram. You guys know the drill. And most of all, just really appreciate you guys' support. It means a lot to me. And, I'll go to sleep with a smile on my face tonight. So thank you guys so much for watching. And until next time, I will catch you on the flip.